shine so bright, beaming in the night. Lay down your worries, you are not behind. I know how it feels to wonder why you're not where you want to be in life. Hey y'all, welcome back to PalominoIntuitive. Thank you all so much for joining me on today. My name is Star and I'm an intuitive reader. So on today we're going to be looking into January expectations or predictions for the Geminis. Okay, so if you have Gemini as your sun, moon, or rising, this reading can resonate with you. Okay, before we get started, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Also go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can join this community and also not miss out on any readings that I upload in the future. If you all are interested in booking a personal reading, you can find my email down below. And if you're interested in watching any really short readings from me, you can find those on TikTok and Twitter, which are down below in the description box as well. And with that being said, let's just go ahead and get into it. So today we're going to be looking into some overall expectations or predictions that you guys may experience in January for your love life, your career, and then overall advice. Okay, so Spirit, what can the Geminis expect in their love life in January 2022? And I am posting this reading at the end of January, so this energy can also lead you into February as well, like the beginning of February. Okay, love. Spirit, what can the Geminis expect in their careers in January 2022? And then what is the overall advice for the Gemini placements? All right. Alrighty, so this card is going to be representing, sorry, I hate when my cards aren't stacked nicely. So this card here is going to be representing you all's love predictions. This is your career, and then this is your overall advice. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right on in with your love. So we have the Seven of Swords in reverse here. Okay, so for some of you, with the Seven of Swords, this card always reminds me of like trickery, secrets, deception. So for some of you, I'm going to go into singles and relationships, but so far, for some of you in relationships, you may find that your partner is keeping a secret from you, or you're keeping a secret from them. Okay, with this card being in reverse, I kind of am feeling like you guys are keeping something from them that like you feel like is going to damage the relationship in some kind of way. And it's like you're kind of holding on to this, or you guys have been there's been like you guys have been trying to manipulate your partner in some kind of way. And I don't know, I feel like this is gonna bring some type of turbulence into the situation, because I feel like with the Seven of Swords, usually whatever it is, the deception always comes out. So it's like, if this is something that you guys have been keeping a secret from your partner, you might find that like you guys feel guilty and you just end up confessing on your own, or maybe they find out somehow. Some of you have very intuitive partners, and your partner is going to kind of catch on their own, and then they're going to come and ask you like, hey, has XYZ happened, or is there anything that you want to tell me? And you guys are going to kind of be forced to kind of confess, because the person will already know that there's something there. Okay, for others of you, this could be you, where your partner is doing this to you and you're gonna catch on, and you're gonna whatever they're being deceptive about is gonna come to the light, or manipulative about. But a lot of times, I don't know, for some of you, I feel like this is like your partner doing it to you, but for majority of you that are watching this pile, I feel like this is really like you doing this, and it may not even be something that you're doing like on purpose. I feel like this is the kind of person where you guys might be causing turbulence or issues in the relationship, or kind of manipulating your partner because you're bored, honestly. And like you just enjoy there being some type of spiciness or argument to be had. And this is something that like Geminis are kind of known to do. But the thing is that this is something that usually like immature Geminis are known to do. And so if this is you, if you're keeping secrets in your relationship, or like if you are kind of playing mind games or manipulating your partner in some kind of way to play with their emotions in order to get them upset or to get them to react a certain way, you might want to relax, because like I said, these kind of things typically always come to the light. And for some of you, like I said, your partner is very intuitive, and they're going to pick up on what you're doing, and it's probably not going to end well. So if this is a relationship that you all care about and that you want to save, and you have been doing these kind of things on the low, Definitely stop while you're ahead, because I don't know, I just feel like you guys might think something is not that serious that you're doing or that you're saying to your partner, but if they find out about it, they're not going to be happy about it, and it might come back to bite you and cause a lot of turbulence that you weren't really expecting, or cause more turbulence than you were thinking they were going to respond with. Okay, so if there's been any kind of like deception here on your part, definitely kind of just go ahead and own up to it before it gets bad. Because also keep in mind that towards the end of January, I think by the time I posted this, I think Mercury will also be retrograde. So it's like, this is not really the time for you to be like playing mind games, because it's like, just with the certain placements that and planets that we have going on right now, people are already going to be more susceptible to like having unexpected reactions to things, or you know, ending relationships, having conflict. So it's like, you guys don't really, this is not really the time for you to be adding on to that or playing around, basically. Like, because I don't know, like I know some Geminis, and like I know that you guys don't always like, I think Geminis are in kind of air signs in general, because I know Libras can also get this kind of reputation. I feel like Geminis are kind of messy, but in a Gemini's mind, they don't think it's messy, or they're not really like realizing how their actions can affect other people. So it's like, I don't feel like you guys are kind of doing this. This isn't like a lie where it's like, oh, I cheated on you and I'm hiding it. This is kind of like something that's kind of small. Almost, I'm getting like prankster energy, where like you guys might genuinely think that whatever ways that you're lying to your partner or deceiving them or being manipulative, you really think it's not that serious. But I feel like your partner's not in the mood, like, and they're gonna be really more upset than you thought they would be. So if this is resonating with you, if you've been thinking about just, you know, playing any kind of pranks or joking too much, or like stirring up drama just for fun, or anything like that, anything where you're like playing with someone's emotions or playing mind games or anything like that, I really just don't recommend it, because I think that if you do it, it's going to come back to bite you. For some of you, you're going to end up doing it anyways, and then you're going to just have to go through that. For some of you, I think you're going to choose to just like chill. If you have been having these thoughts, you'll just be like, okay, let me take this as a sign to not play that prank, or to not, you know, hide something, or to not do something, because I do care about my relationship, and like I don't want to end up having this person break up with me over something that I didn't even think was that serious, basically. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you guys are going to be kind of being taught a lesson in your relationship, where it's like, just because you don't always intend for something to be so serious that has nothing to do with how the other person is going to receive it. It's kind of like you guys are the kind of people, in a sense, where it's like, if you kind of like lightly tap somebody, but they don't like to be hit, and they like punch you in the face in return, you'll feel like, oh, that's not fair, because I just barely tapped you and I was just playing. And this is kind of your lesson, where it's like, well, you can't control other people's reactions. You can't control how other people respond to what it is that you put out. So it's like, I don't know, I feel like you guys are just gonna learn to be more careful. For some of you, this could also be you end up, it's not really like a deception thing or a manipulation thing or a prank. It could be that you say something that like causes a reaction in somebody that makes you think about, damn, like, I didn't think that it would be that mad, or I didn't mean it that way, but like people are really having a really negative response to whatever it is that I said, and it kind of is going to force you to think about what you say before you say it, you know, or think about what you're doing before you do it. It's like that kind of energy. For those of you that are single, I feel like you guys I feel like there's like some finessing energy here, or like some kind of manipulating. Again, it's like, you guys, if you're single and you're not in a relationship, you might find yourself like trying to finesse people, like basically like on some sugar baby shit, like trying to pretend that you like people in order to get them to do things for you. I feel like this also, again, it's like, it might come back to bite you, or you might end up creating a stalker for yourself. You might end up creating somebody who has a really bad like beef with you now, because they feel like you lied to them, or you betrayed them, or you were just playing a game the whole time, and like they're not gonna respond well to it, and like you're gonna have to face like the consequences of whatever it is that you did to this person, or whatever it is that you said or lied about or pretended to be, or, you know. Yeah, so just like watch out with that. Like, definitely watch out when it comes to faking your intentions, or hiding things, being manipulative, or playing games, because I feel like you guys probably play a lot of games, especially when it comes to your love life, and like when it comes to romantic partners. And it's just like, I don't know, I feel like if you keep doing this, there is going to be some type of consequence, especially like I said with Mercury retrograde coming up. It's just really not the time to be playing these kind of games, because you will kind of get your karma back quickly. All right, so that's just kind of a warning, I feel like. And don't feel like too pressured by this, because most of the signs have been getting like these kind of warnings about how they have negative habits that they do in relationships. So you're not the only one by any means. This is just how it's affecting you guys personally. Okay, so moving on to your career, we have the King of Cups in reverse. Okay, so with this card, I feel like you guys may be like, for this, I'm getting a couple of different messages here. For some of you, you might find yourself dealing with like some type of boss or authority figure in your career that is abusing their power, and they're kind of like, I feel like this kind of gives me the energy of like somebody who is kind of obsessed with you, and like they try to use their power to persuade you or manipulate you into being with them, and it doesn't work. And like once you tell them no, they kind of start making life hard for you at work. Like that kind of energy. It's like the energy of like if the boss tries to sleep with you and you're like, oh no, I'm not interested, like all of a sudden, you know, you're getting less shifts scheduled, or they're complaining about you a lot, or they're micromanaging you now. It's like that kind of energy. For others of you, I kind of feel like this is someone that's going to be reflecting to you what you do to other people, because I feel like this is a person that you guys are probably going to deal with in your career. And I feel like this person is manipulative, and they try to use their power to persuade people to do things. And I feel like you guys do that on your own in a sense. You might do it in a different way. I feel like you guys use your intellect and maybe your looks as well, like your intellect and your beauty, to manipulate people. Where it's like this person kind of uses their power, maybe their looks as well, and also their connections especially, to manipulate people and to have like power plays. And so I feel like for some of you, this is kind of like your karma, honestly. And it's not in a way where it's like you necessarily, I'm not saying this in a way where like you deserve this energy and like you have to just take this and put up with it because of whatever you've done, but it's kind of like this person is going to be kind of giving you a taste of your own medicine, I feel like. Because like I said, it's like you guys might do things without even realizing how it affects other people, because you're just kind of, it gives kind of entitled, and it's like you guys just want your way, or you guys just want to be entertained, or you just want to, I don't know, get whatever you want out of the situation. And you're going to be coming face to face with someone who has that same mentality where, you know, like I said, if this is just an example, but let's say that you have a boss that wants to sleep with you, and then you tell them no, and now they start being weird, or they start being manipulative. In their mind, they might feel like, well, I'm not trying. I didn't think I was being offensive by asking to sleep with you, or I didn't think I was being manipulative when I, you know, told somebody that you're not good for the job now because you didn't sleep with me. I thought that's just how I felt, you know. Like they might have kind of the same excuses that you have given to other people. And I don't know, I just see this as like a reflective type of energy. Gemini is ruled by the twins, and like that reflective energy and that double-sided energy. So I don't know, I feel like you guys, I notice a lot of times Geminis, it's interesting that you guys are not a fixed sign. I know Geminis are, I believe, mutable signs. It's like you guys kind of need to learn the hard way sometimes. And like I feel like there's some consequences coming for you in January to kind of show you like how, like I said, your bad habits are not good for you or those around you. And you may end up having to deal with someone who kind of, like I said, gives you a taste of your own medicine here, especially in regards to your career. Now, I don't see this being something that's like super long term or something that's gonna like stop your bag or anything, but it's just gonna be something that kind of puts you in the other person's shoes to be able to acknowledge how you're like that kind of manipulative behavior is not okay, basically. Because I feel like you guys have honestly been able to like pretend that it's okay for a while, or like maybe you just like you never done it to someone who you really cared about, and so you were able to just get by without really having empathy or compassion for the situation or what you were doing. But once it's done to you, then it's kind of be like, oh, okay, now I see why that's not okay. I see how that feels, and it'll kind of help you to mature. Overall, this is really about you guys maturing and just not being childish anymore. So it's not like I'm trying to come for you, but I'm just like telling you what I see, and that's overall, like I said, it's going to help you to become more mature. Okay. And then your overall advice, we have the Six of Swords. So yeah, there's definitely you guys needing to move on from something, needing to move on to, I feel like you guys became manipulative because you probably have been manipulated a lot in the past. and you learned that manipulation was a defense mechanism. You learned it as a way to protect yourself. Especially for those of you where like you manipulate romantic partners because you find that if you can convince somebody that you love them, they'll do more for you. You guys, like I said, it's like you're gonna be or for some of you, this could be a case where you have actually manipulated someone at work, like a boss, into thinking that you like them so that they could get you a raise or promotion, or so that they could you know, let you approve your time off or whatever the case. And then now this person actually wants a relationship with you, and you're like, oh wait, hold on, like I was just playing, like, or I wasn't really serious. And then now they're gonna be upset, and now they're gonna make life harder for you at work. That's for somebody very specific, okay? That's not for all of you, but overall, it's just like, I think you guys, like I said, it's like you don't manipulate with like complete malicious intentions, but it's like you're going to be realizing that you can't keep doing this. Like, you can't keep doing this. You have to start being honest with people. You have to stop playing with people's emotions, because, like I said, it's just like it will come back to bite you in one way or another, whether the person that you actually manipulate wants revenge or they want to retaliate against you, or whether someone else pops up into your life that kind of gives you a taste of your own medicine. You guys, the advice for you is to leave that kind of shit in the past and work on moving towards something better. I feel like you guys have become manipulators and liars probably out of, like I said, survival mode, because it worked for you at one point. But if you want to move into a reality where you don't have to do that to get by, or where you don't have to be around people that make you feel like you have to lie to them or manipulate them, then you have to stop doing this. Because, you know, when it comes to us changing our reality, we have to change first before anything else around us moves. So you guys definitely needing to focus on being more mature, focus on being more clear with your communication, not playing mind games, not lying to people, just being honest, and also taking accountability so that you can move forward. Because I feel like there needs to be some type of confession or apology on your end to someone that will help you guys to move forward, okay? Yeah, especially if there's someone who's like upset with you because you lied to them, or you tried to play a game, or you manipulated them in some kind of way. An apology will take you very far. Not saying that it's going to take you all the way. I'm not saying that this person will necessarily want you back in their lives, or that they're going to just forgive you immediately. But like, an apology will definitely help to bring more peace to the situation, at least help both of you to just move on from it. And it'll bring more peace into your life as well, because I feel like if there's not a person that's actively trying to get revenge or retaliation against you, your own conscience is beating you up. Or like I said, you're attracting people that are giving you a taste of your own medicine. And the quicker that you can acknowledge this and apologize and like actually stop doing it to people, the quicker you will find more peace in your life, and you'll stop attracting people that do the same thing to you, or that reflect this energy back onto you, okay? So let's see. We have family harmony, okay? Family harmony. Your loved ones form a strong pillar of support, embrace their love, and put past issues behind you. So yeah, for some of you, you may have had to learn to lie with your own family because maybe they didn't listen to you, or maybe you used to get in trouble for telling the truth. And so you learned to lie, or you learned to manipulate, or maybe people felt like you weren't worthy of just having something just because you wanted it. Maybe they, you know, you had to like kiss their ass in order to get it or something. Like, there's some type of issues, I feel like, with your family that led to you becoming manipulative, or like liking to play mind games. And the more that you heal your relationship with your family and kind of tell them how you feel and express yourself, the more it'll help you to heal your relationships with everyone in the outside world as well, especially in your relationship, in your like romantic relationships and your career. Okay, because I feel like you guys manipulate and lie out of like a safety thing. So the more you can feel safe to express yourself openly, especially with your family, because that's probably who it started with, then that will trickle over into all of your other relationships. I do think this is like an inner child issue. I don't think, like I said, it's not like you're a malicious person, but you do feel comfortable, like you feel more in control of the situation when you feel like you're lying, or when you feel like you're manipulating someone. And overall, that's just not going to work for you in the future. You can't take that with you into your upgrade, okay? So let's keep going. You guys have the Palomino. Okay, so the Palomino is that this card actually inspired the name for this channel and the theme song that I made. So it's just like you guys are needing to really kind of expose yourselves. Okay, you're needing to kind of expose yourself, even though you don't know how it's going to work out. You're going to feel very vulnerable. You don't know what's going on. Like, this is kind of like the unknown, but this is important for you guys. It's important for your self-esteem. It's important for your throat chakra. And it's also important for you guys' reputation. You guys people already love you. People already think that you're a very special and unique individual. The only thing that kind of makes people sometimes question you or not trust you is your own actions about, like I said, sometimes you might lie, you might deceive people, you might manipulate people, you might hide the truth from people. This is something that makes people kind of not want to believe you or not want to be around you. But aside from that, people do actually love you. This is why people fall for your manipulation. This is why people fall for your deception, because they like you in the beginning and they think that you're a good person, and you are a good person. But you guys have it's like you guys have just, like I said, you like learned to be sneaky because, like, as a survival mechanism. You guys have to break out of that. The Palomino also represents breaking out of the stables and like being free. And you guys need to realize that you're free now, and you're not in a space or an environment anymore where you have to lie for your safety. You don't have to manipulate people for your safety anymore. Okay? Especially people in power. Like, I feel like you guys were probably at one point probably powerless in a situation, and so you learned to manipulate the authority figures around you in order to get what you needed. And again, it's like you just don't have to do that anymore. And at this point in your life, since you are out of that environment and you don't have to keep doing that, it's going to bring you more negativity than positivity. At one point in your life, you lying and manipulating people brought you a sense of security. It brought you a sense of safety, and it actually helped you. Now it's only going to hurt you because Spirit is trying to get you to realize that you're no longer in that environment. You don't have to keep doing this anymore. Okay? So next we have, you are being shady. Watch out, shit could get ugly. So again, it's like there's just this feeling of like instant karma. It's like if you guys keep doing this, you're going to see that shit reflected back onto you. If you guys put negativity out, if you put out lying or deceptive energy, manipulative energy, is going to come back to you in its own form. So, you know, I like I said, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not trying to make you feel bad about yourself, but I'm just being honest. You guys have to really work on that. You have to work on being more honest and being more, having more integrity about yourself, because you're going to get to the point, if you keep going this way, you're going to develop a reputation when people do not trust you. And that's going to make it even harder for you to, that's going to put you back into survival mode, because people won't trust you, and then people will not be willing to help you or to be willing to be your friend or to hire you or to give you a raise or promotion. Like overall, it's just going to isolate you more and more and create more lack in your life, which is what you're afraid of in the first place. Is why you're afraid of telling the truth. Sometimes you think that you're lying is like saving you, but it's really not. Okay, because like I said, there's definitely some people around you that are very intuitive, first of all. So you're gonna lie to the wrong person, or you're gonna try to play games with the wrong person, and they're gonna expose you, and it's gonna just, overall, like I said, it's gonna give you instant karma. So like this card says, it says, watch out, shit could get ugly. Your best bet at creating peace in your life with this Six of Swords is to move on from this, apologize, take accountability, and be truthful moving forward. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Geminis. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you made it to the end, go ahead and leave me a comment down below with the star emoji letting me know how this reading resonated for you. Also, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Also, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so that you do not miss out on any of my future uploads. I do upload every single day. If you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, then go ahead and click that, well, not click the link, but you can email me with my email down below in the description box. And if you're interested in watching any of my shorter readings, you can find those on TikTok and Twitter, which my usernames are down below in the description box as well. And with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.